Let's take you back to this one yesterday before we kick off today. And here's the 2, all bar in the juvenile turf. You see here, acting up in the starting gate. His front 2 legs go over the gate, flips over. Thankfully, the horse is okay. Just some minor cuts. Frankie Dettori okay as well. The safety of the horse, number 1. But number 2 was the number 1 horse right next to him here, Jerry.
Modern Games in the 1 stall comes out of the front of the starting gate. They're released. Even surprising is jockey William Buick. But if we look closer at this, William Buick gets him pulled up. No damage right there. He is intentionally released as to avoid collateral damage from Albahar, who is still sitting in the starting gate and flailing away. The assistant starter opens the gate. He is intentionally, there he goes, he's intentionally loud. Now, the veterinarians behind the gate are assuming that number 1 Modern Games himself pushed through the front of the starting games, possibly injuring himself, which would normally initiate an examination and then a scratch if he's injured. They scratched him before they even examined him, and that's where the problem started.
So the confusion there, you're right, he was scratched, but he was re-entered in the race after he was examined because he was okay. Under the condition, it's a rule here in California that he's not part of the betting pool, just racing for purse money here. And wouldn't you know it, he goes out there, he was much the best. The 1 is the winner, racing for purse money only. You could not bet on him. So a whole lot to discuss here. Obviously a mistake. Tried to rectify best way possible.
That's where the real controversy here comes in, because nearly $9 million was wagered in multi-race bets on the Breeders' Cup. The daily double, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, and many of those, because he was the favorite, were depending on Modern Games to win the last leg. Our own Steve Kornacki, certainly not alone in this. He was alive in the pick 5 to Modern Games in the last for a $580 payoff had Modern Games won on a 50-cent ticket. But when Modern Games was taken out of the wagering, all those bets on Modern Games were automatically transferred to the post-time betting favorite Dakota Gold, who finished 5th. So all those people who were counting on the horse to win Modern Games couldn't bet on him. Then to watch him gallop down the stretch well in front, a lot of angry horse players, and rightfully so.
So you're saying a couple of our people on our crew might not be happy. Steve Kornacki being 1, Matt Bernier and Eddie Olczyk being 2 and 3. Guys, what did you make of yesterday?
Well, Ahmed, first off, full disclosure, I didn't have any skin in the game.
I didn't either.
But look, we see this happen in horse racing a lot, where a horse scratches and then you get bumped to a favorite. It doesn't happen a lot where that horse that scratches is allowed to run in the race like it happens in New York or like it happens here. To me, I got a big issue. There's two scenarios really for the bettors. There needs to be a rule change here. One is, I believe, is that horse should not allowed to be run because of the mistake that happened in behind the gate. And then the second part of it, it should be an all. Randy's talking about those wagers, the pick 3, 4, 5, 6 in the daily double. It should be an all race. They should have run for only purse money, in my opinion, yesterday. Those are the 2 scenarios. This rule needs to be scrutinized.
I'm going to keep it brief. I understand we need to respect the owners. Godolphin, they shipped this horse over from Europe. If he's good, we got to let him run.
Compromise the bettors.
Listen, you have to respect the bettors.
Yeah.
The bettors far too often are the ones in horse racing that take the short end of the stick. That's a problem that has to change sooner than later.
Ahmed, for as much scrutinizing that Bob Baffert has received, and rightfully so, the same should happen with this situation moving forward.